Elite whale. What's happening? I have to get some water, man. Oh, I got a space heater. Where is it? This thing right here, man. It's been so cold in this basement. Finally got that space heater. Hopefully it's not too chilly anymore. Alright, what are we gonna do? I gotta figure out this thing. Alright, LeetCode. Daily problem. I already solved it. Should I do it again, or we'll see. Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? Utkarsh and Abhira. What's happening? Welcome to the party. One shot daily problem. All right. Check divisibility by digit sum and product. Wait, why use stream solving sessions? I do this because I find it a lot more fun to do LeetCode in groups or with other people than to try and just do LeetCode at home, you know, by myself. Moxie Deck, what's happening? Back for some motivations. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. All right, I'll read the problem and then I'll attempt to do it in one shot. You're given a positive integer n. Determine whether n is divisible by the sum of the following two values: the digit sum of n, the digit product of n. Return true if n is divisible by this sum, otherwise return false. All right, so we need the digit sum and we need the product, digit product. So maybe we need a copy of n, like an original copy, and then now we need to get every digit. So each digit is just going to be n mod 10, and that's going to give us like the rightmost digit. And then we're going to add that digit to the digit sum, and we're also going to multiply the product by that digit. And then we divide n by 10 to get to the next digit on the right. And then now we just got to return true if it's divisible by that sum. So I guess technically could be, no, can't be 0. We'll just return n is divisible by digit sum plus digit prod. All right, I think that's gonna be my one shot, but we'll see. I was worried about dividing by 0 because sometimes this digit prod can be 0, but I don't think it's, wait, I put equal to. I should put divided by. Wait, I should put mod that equals 0. That's what I should put, man. I don't know what I'm thinking out there. And I actually don't know if I need the parentheses, but I just put the parentheses for peace of mind. All right, let's see what's up. One shot? Come on, man. How, what? 2 plus 3, it's 11 plus 5, or I mean 6 plus 5. Did I do something wrong? If it's divisible by that, then, oh, because this should be the dang copy, not n. Anyways, you're even prepared for the bug, yeah. What should I learn to do well in placements? I've studied only Java. I don't know what placements are, man. I don't know what you get on that type of stuff. Easy clap. Yeah, not so easy because I forgot to use the right thing to divide by. Alright, what should we do now, Leet Whale? Was there a... No, there's a bi-weekly last week, so there's no new bi-weekly or anything yet. We already did this last time. It's time for the Blazer, man. AlgoBlazer time. I just pushed some updates. I don't know if I actually forgot what updates there were. But let me see. I think I put like the companies that these problems were reported at. Some of them, at least. Not all of them have it. The ones that's like the posts that have the companies in them, it's included now. What else did I change? Man, I forget what I changed, but I did a whole lot of stuff. Oh, I changed, there's a whole lot of new categories here because before, well, first of all, this whole learn section is still being worked on. I'm not done with it. I'm just trying to like go through everything. I modified some of the old problems in some of these lists. I think some of them weren't great, so I've swapped out a few problems. I've added, I took the one dynamic programming category that had a bunch of problems and I separated it into the different like DP patterns that I noticed. But they're still not fully filled out, like digit DP and whatever. But I'm thinking of adding a new tier besides just advanced, maybe something like extreme or mastery that will have like segment trees and string hashing stuff. We don't even have that here. Maybe digit DP can go in master or something. What are you using for the backend? Are you using Docker containers? Becca Bets, what's happening? I suppose I'm using Docker containers. What am I using? Hey bro, you know me? Hey, I think I know you are the guy or person that comes in here every time and says, do you know me? And then you say that nobody ever remembers you. And then you don't say anything else after that. So I know that's what you like to do, but I don't know much about you. Or chicks, what's happened? Welcome. So for the backend for AlgoBlazer, it's using a whole bunch of stuff, but I have everything self-hosted on Coolify. I'm using a self-hosted Supabase. I'm using Judge Zero. I'm using I actually don't know. I think I'm using Next.js. I might even have like some other backend API thing going on, but I forget, man. All right, what should we do? Should we do some rooms? Should I do today's challenge? I was looking at this problem, but I don't think I can do it in 10 minutes, man. This is like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too lazy. I tried to create a similar website a while ago, but I wasn't experienced enough with what to use tech stack wise. Yeah, I don't have too much experience either, man. I just kind of try some stuff out, and the AI builds most of everything, really. In this AI era, how has it become relevant in software market? That is a great question. I don't really know. I'm lucky to have already learned how to code before the AI era, and I was lucky enough to get a job before the LLMs came out too. So I suppose you can say, if you don't have that luck, how do you become relevant? Maybe I think the number one thing that will give the strongest signal is by going to a target school. Like if you went to MIT or Stanford or Carnegie Mellon, that is the number one way, I think, to become relevant in the software market. But of course, not everybody has the opportunity to go to those places, especially if your parents weren't like really pushing you to do good in life or something. So if you're not at a target school, if you're not like at a bumping ass software engineering school, then maybe the next best way to become relevant is to either create something technically impressive that a lot of people use, or to be, I don't know, maybe get a job at anywhere that you can and work your way up until you work at like a prestigious or respectable company with good engineering practices. And that might not happen immediately. I think most people want to leave college and then go immediately to like their dream company. But that is probably a rarity, man. You gotta do a little work before you get your dream job. Sometimes that means working for 4, 5, 6 years before you're eligible to work at those other places. So how to be relevant, man? Just keep on keeping on. Just keep studying, keep getting better, and put yourself out there. Maybe contributing to open source might be good, but it might be difficult with all the AI stuff going on. The technical impressive part is mostly gone now because with AI, hardly anything is impressive. I think there's still time because you still are responsible for the whatever you put out there. Maybe yeah, but maybe you have a point where the technical impressiveness part, the bar is changed because AI can just do everything. So maybe you can still put something together impressive by just chaining things together and building a product that is smooth and like nice. It accomplishes a task very well and it has a great user experience. I think if you can put together a project where you start to run into problems with scaling, or you have to make decisions, or you have to like think about the trade-offs, I think that's where you gain the experience that companies value, you know. What do you do? Hey, I'm a bum. I don't have a job. I quit my job recently and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, man. I'm trying to figure that one out. What will be the best learning approach means from books, YouTube videos, or AI? I think it depends on you, man. Maybe what works for somebody doesn't work for you. Me personally, I cannot read any books, or I don't really watch YouTube videos to learn, or I don't use AI. What I like to do is I like to read people's solutions and learn from those. Like when I'm studying DSA, I don't really watch that many videos or anything, man. Spoon XOR, thank you very much for that Prime subscription. Did you quit Google? Yeah, a while ago now. Not, well, about 9 months ago I quit Google. All right, I gotta do something about my website, man. All these junk things. Anyways. Spoon XOR. Let me add you up to this list. Thank you very much, man. 3-star general in the house. Spamming questions on Simon's personal site? Yeah, I don't know where they come from, man. I don't know what those things do. either. Like, what's the point of spamming those things? What would be the best learning? Oh, I already read that. How to be good at DSA? I need help. Hey, I'm trying to build a website that will help you to be good at DSA. It's currently under construction though. But it's AlgoBlazer.com. It is a little bit functional, but it's not complete. I was saying earlier, I'm trying to like finish out this learn section. Right now, I'm just trying to select a good problem list, and then after that, I will go and like personally put in all the tips and tricks that helped me learn all these things, like how to think about the problems, different techniques that I find that I use all the time. For example, in merge intervals, I think one of the most important things is how do you determine whether two intervals are overlapping? Sometimes before I knew how to do it, it was like very confusing to me, and maybe I'd think like, oh, I'm overthinking things, or I don't know if this is gonna work for sure. But I know like a surefire way to check if two intervals overlap, or like, you know, small techniques like that. You know, for graph problems, if you don't know how to build an adjacency list, maybe you should look into things like that first. But there are a lot of things to study, and it's gonna take you many months probably. Unless you're a crazy genius, then it will probably only take you a couple months. But if you're a crazy genius, man, I don't know how many people are crazy geniuses. If you're a crazy genius, you probably don't need anyone's help to go learn these things. All right. Leeway says I gotta do the daily challenge, but time's up, man. Let's do study groups, because I changed the study groups a little bit and I don't know how they are. I'm gonna call this what am I call it? Saturday study session. So I put this pick problem stuff. I don't know how good it is though. I didn't really test it too much, man. I'm testing in prod. Is the site up yet? Yeah, the site is up. AlgoBlazer.com. All right, here we go, man. Let's just hit two problems real quick. If anybody is interested, there's a link. It is like a multiplayer room. Maybe try some custom topics. Oh yeah, well, all right, next room we'll try and do some custom stuff there just to test it out. Hey, Q Ultimus, welcome to the party. Where am I from? I was born in Jamaica, but I live right now in Canada. All right, so we got two problems in here. Whale is up in here. And let's see, fewest values summing to target and minimum bracket reversals to balance. Both bronze questions. Let's try. You are given an array of values of distinct positive integers and a positive integer target. Form a sum equal to exactly target using the given values, where each value may be used any number of times. Among all ways to do this, minimize how many values are used total. Return the minimum count, or -1 if target cannot be formed. Oh yeah. Eastern or Western Canada? I'm in Eastern Canada. Oh, another update. There's Python 3.14, man, but I don't know any Python, so I don't even know if it's working, man. So somebody who knows Python maybe can let me know. Yeah, I think I don't even know if GCC 9.2 is modern. Probably not. But I probably got to upgrade C++. I've also added C#. I forgot who asked me to put C# in there, but there it is, C#, Java 13. I don't know anything about Java, if that's recent or not. I gotta double check these languages if they're like modern or like super duper old. Anyways, I'm a C++ guy who doesn't really know C++. Alright, I can do this, man. This is a classic technique. Dang, look at only 100 values. That's crazy. 9.2 is like 2019. Dang. It'd be funny if you add pseudocode in. Maybe. Dang, 2009. I gotta update that, man. But don't you worry, we'll update it. So it's like take it or leave it. So how are we gonna do this part, man? We'll say if we go out of bounds, that means, I don't know what it means yet, but let's put K. So if we go out of bounds, then I guess if K is finished, like that means we've made the target and we can return like 0. Like we don't need any more things. Otherwise, if K is not 0, we gotta return something else. I put 1E9 in this case, a billion, because we can't even get a billion because length is 100. I don't like DP problems. Hey, I used to hate DP problems, man. Anytime I'd see a DP problem, I wouldn't even read it, man. I wouldn't even try it. But in 2026, I think they're probably one of my, I wouldn't say favorite problems, but I enjoy DP problems now a lot more than I used to. All right, so we're trying to do this. For every index, we're just gonna take it or leave it. And then if we go out of bounds and our K is 0, that means we've successfully hit the target and we can return 0 because we don't expect to take any more numbers in. But if K is not 0, I return a billion to say that pretty much we never made it. We never was able to like get target. And then this is take it or leave it. So if we took something, it means I'm gonna add 1, and then I'm gonna just call this DP thing, go to the next. Well, first, maybe I'll default take to a really big number, and then I'll say if we can take it, we should take it. So if the current number is less than or equal to the remaining target that we have, then we could take that number. Meaning if the current number doesn't overflow the target, then we're good, you know? And then we can always leave a number. We don't need any special conditions to leave. So to leave a number, it's basically you just go to I plus 1 and the K is unchanged. But to take a number, you go I plus 1 and then you subtract nums I from K to give our new K. And then you just basically return the minimum of take and leave. Start from index 0 and our K is target initially. This should be ants. I think memory limit needs to be adjusted for Python for this problem. Oh, Leet Whale. All right, thanks. I think there's also some stack issues with Python. I don't know how to test Python, but after this stream, I'll go ahead and make sure that that stuff works. There might be like a recursive stack limit in Python that I need to configure. That maybe, but n is small. We'll see. Does it not work for you right now? Do you allow backseating? Restokin, what's happened? It depends on the problem. This problem I can do, so I don't really care if you backseat or not. Usually for a problem that I'm trying to figure out, I would prefer if you give me some time to try and get it myself. But sometimes I struggle, and hints are appreciated when I'm like really struggling. All right, so if this, so return a -1 if we can't make it. And then we cache it. We haven't cached this, but we'll cache it on I and K. MLE on test case 15. Should I peek? Oh man, you trying to hack me or something? What's that? Does that work? Python recursion made me switch to C++. What does that mean? Dang, you trying all the tricks. Hey, all right, Leet Whale. Here's an experiment you can try. Can you solve this bottom up instead of top down? I wonder if that will pass. But I hope I'll try and fix this like immediately tonight or tomorrow morning. The Python stuff. Anyways, let me see if the C++ things work. So we need to well, first let me just check if it compiles. It does not, because it's not nums, it's values. Python recursion takes a ton of space and can only go 1,000 recursion depth by default. But what? I don't know what 1E9 is. Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, Python recursion. Don't they configure that on LeetCode where you don't really have to worry about that? Or are you saying for other platforms that aren't LeetCode? Man, what am I doing? Oh, take it or leave it. We don't +1 because it's unlimited knapsack. Alright, I still need to cache. But I think this is correct. Alright, here we go with the cache. This is gonna be like that. Set it's -1. I don't even know if I have it the right way, man. Like, I think the bigger ones go on the outside, smaller ones on the outside, bigger ones on the inside. I forget. I gotta think about it. On LeetCode, they set the recursion limit higher for you, and usually LeetCode tries to allow recursive solutions to work for Python. I see. So I'm probably gonna have to tune some of these problems for Python. It is what it is for now. All right, so there's my cache. Oh, I have also complete. What the heck? All right, easy work. Problem 1. I recently started doing code forces. Bumping. I'm scared of code forces, man. But some of these problems on AlgoBlazer are from code forces. I don't know if I can solve any of them though. You can still configure the max depth, but then the memory is the... Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about Python, man. Alright, what's next? Problem 2. Minimum bracket reversals to balance. You are given a string S consisting of only the characters open and close parentheses. In one reversal, you may flip any single character. Open becomes closed or closed becomes open. Return the minimum number of reversals needed to make S balanced. Every opening bracket has a matching closing bracket after it in the usual sense. If S is already balanced, then return 0. If it is impossible to balance, which happens exactly when the length of S is odd, return -1. Some of these questions need work, man, like some of the descriptions. Check my LeetCode ID, but I didn't have a job yet. Hey, what's happened? I'll check it, man. I'll check it. And then I'll solve this problem. This is your... Dang. Dang Guardian, man. 2300 Guardian. With no job. So I can tell you one thing for certain. I don't think your algorithm skills is what's limiting you from getting a job, man. Like, if you're a 2300 rated on LeetCode, algorithms is not the problem for you, man. Maybe you gotta work on some other things. Maybe it's your resume is not that great, or maybe it's the way that you talk to your interviewers, or the way you communicate what you're thinking, or I don't know. That's an... Hey Rexel, what's happening? Cut and paste UTF fail? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's an M dash. But we gotta get rid of them. Alright. Minimum brackets reversals to balance. Alright, example 1. They give us this and that. Not getting job calls. Alright, that means you gotta work on your resume. Your resume is probably real bad, or lacking experience, or something. If you haven't tried multiple different resumes, you gotta try that. Alright, what are we doing? So I'm gonna use a stack. I don't need a stack, man. I can just use a balance maybe. Because we only have 2 characters, we don't have like a whole lot. And how am I gonna do this? I guess if the character is an opening parentheses, we're going to increase the balance. Otherwise, decrease the balance, but maybe like wait. So if our balance is 0 and it's closing, does that mean we gotta... I actually don't know how to solve this, man. It's been a long time. Let's do a little thinking. So for this, if we came here, closing, right now our balance is 0. What does that mean? That means we gotta flip something, man. I guess we gotta flip that to be opening, right? And then now we come here, and now we have balance 2. Alright. So maybe we do that. And then now if we have any leftover balances, it's just gonna be that. I don't know, man. Let's see. No. Oh, wait. Oh, they gave us the answer. Like, if it is impossible to balance. I don't like how they just tell me that. But then this one now. How did I get this wrong? Open, open, close, open. Where did I go wrong? So open, open, and then I close. And then I open. I see. So how come I'm saying 2? Let me think. Is it just a balance? Or just ants? I don't know what to do, man. Have I solved this problem? Open, open. This is a good review for me, man. It's been a long time since I've done a whole lot of problems. So, alright, my balance 0. So I'm here. I increase 1, 2, 1. Let me open 2. So I wonder if we have, is it like balance divided by 2 at the end? Does that even make sense? Well, it worked for some things, but not for this. How do you do this? Open, but it's closed. All right. So should I like swap that to balance? That'd be opening. And then it's an opening. Let me try that. That problem was hard, man. I don't remember ever doing a problem like that. Anyways. Dang, I can't see problems here. I thought I updated that part, but maybe it's not there yet to peek. LeetWhale doesn't want us peeking at his solutions. Anyways, so I see a Q. I see what you're saying, and Whale. They wanted the ability to click on one of these solutions here in the chat and have it open up in their code, but I guess it will be here soon. Maybe sometime next week I'll have that implemented. All right. What's next? Are we done with this room? I guess so. Oh, there's a new daily problem, I think, for AlgoBlazer and for LeetCode. Hey, if I leave, does it say I left? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it also has your past study group sessions and the problems in it. So I know LeetWhale was asking to see the problems just in case the study session ran out, and he wanted to like review the problems in the thing or whatever. All right, I'm gonna attempt the AlgoBlazer daily. Oh, there. Dang. I gotta get these buttons under control. They can't fit on the thing, but I got a reset button now to reset the code. But these buttons are like overflowing, man. Especially when this chat thing is open. The study room doesn't say that I left it. It doesn't say I left, but it doesn't say I'm inside either. So maybe it doesn't say. It says, all right. LeetWhale, you leave. Let me see if it's gonna say if you left or not. Let's see. I should be doing this testing not in prod, but whatevs. I think it's okay for now. No? Either way, by clicking leave button or just closing the tab, I think is both the same, hopefully. Alright, so you definitely show up as left when you did leave, but it doesn't show like in the activity. Or you close a tab. So maybe just by clicking leave it doesn't work. Alright, you're back in. I'm gonna click the leave button now. You tell me. I don't know. Alright, well. Yeah, let me know and then I'll look into it. It says I left on the leaderboard. Cool. Just not in the activity, yeah. And then this 1 out of 10 doesn't seem right. I'll make a note of that real quick, man. AlgoBlazer. Alright, study group inaccurate player counts. Alright, here we go, man. We're gonna do this daily problem. People with the most negative balance. You are given 3 arrays of equal length describing money transfers. For each index I, person borrowers I borrows amounts I from person lenders I. Borrowing subtracts the amounts from the borrower's running balance and lending adds it to the lender's balance. Every person starts at a balance of 0. After processing all records, return the names of the persons with the smallest final balance. If several people tie for smallest balance, return all of them in a list sorted in ascending order. All right, easy problem. We just need a hash map. We're mapping a string to a number, and this is like the balances for everybody. And then we need to just iterate over all the people, and then borrower's I subtracts the amount, and the lender's I adds the amount. So then after we do that, we need to figure out what is the most negative balance. So we'll iterate through the map. What should I call this? Balance in the bell. Wait, oh, when someone leaves, a problem comes back, it would be nice to have their solution cached in browser like LeetCode does, so people can continue where they left off. Saw that all my code was gone when I came back to the study room. Dang, that's crazy. That shouldn't happen, but let me see if it happens for me as well. So in the study group, I go there. Oh yeah, my C++ code doesn't save in the study groups. Thank you very much, LeetWhale. That is definitely a bug, not a feature, man. I've added it to the list. Alright, I'll fix the Python things too, man. My bad on messing the Python up. Alright, what we're doing, we're trying to find the lowest balance here. Oh man, can we overflow? 10 to the 9? Yes, we can overflow. So I'll use long longs for my balances instead of, how was it, L long max? And then take the minimum, iterate over again. If that balance is the minimum, then we add that person to our list. And then we gotta sort that list and return. What the heck? Amounts. All right, let's see. Also, I noticed something is weird with the study room timer. Like, I think it starts with more time than it should and ends before the timer reaches 0. I think the study group just ended with around 1 minute left. Oh, good eye, man. Thank you, LeetWhale. We gotta iron out all these bugs before I start telling people about this website. I just added your comments to the list of issues. I'll be fixing it real soon, man. Alright, the study group is over, I guess. All right, we just did the AlgoBlazer daily challenge, which was easy. Let me make a discuss post. Very easy hash map. I like this type of party. That's not a very good discussion, but I'm just testing it out. So I just added something where in the activity you should see people that you follow, like their discussion posts, but I don't actually know if it's gonna work, man. Bruce Sales in the house. What's happening, man? Yo, oh, that translated yo to yes. What the heck? Bro, I've been working hard on my site. I gotta find a way to share with you. Hey, what kind of site you been working on, man? Hey, I know he asked me for a C on AlgoBlazer. I haven't added C yet, but I've added C#. So if you know C# and you're waiting on C#, maybe AlgoBlazer has it now. I don't know if it works too well yet. All right, so maybe I go back to LeetCode for a minute because there is a new daily problem on LeetCode now. Some game attempted in 2021. Oh, this is a problem on my list of problems that I couldn't solve in the past. So here we go. Attempting some game for the first time in 5 years. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see if I've gotten any better in 5 years. Alice and Bob take turns playing a game with Alice starting first. You are given a string num of even length consisting of digits and question mark characters. On each turn, a player will do the following if there is still at least one question in num. Choose an index I where num I is equal to a question mark. Replace num I with any digit. The game ends when there are no more question characters in nums. For Bob to win, the sum of the digits in the first half of num must equal to the sum of digits in the second half. For Alice to win, the sums must not be equal. For example, if the game ended with num equal 243801, then Bob wins because 24 plus 3 is equal to 801. 8 plus 0 plus 1. If the game ended with this, then Alice wins because they're not equal. It's a platform for C learners. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that. Yeah. What do C learners need to know? I don't even really know C, but I guess you don't have like anything in C. You only got a pointer and an integer basically, and you got to do everything with that. I guess you got arrays perhaps. Yeah, I don't know much C. How are we gonna do this, man? I guess what I'm thinking is, why don't I just split the thing in the half right now and then put how many question marks in each half or something. You'll see. Yeah, I'll see for sure. In the discussion tabs, yeah, markdown. Yes, for sure. I just thinking that too, Leet Whale. Let me just make a note of it because there's gonna be a lot of work to do for AlgoBlazer. Even though it's live and whatever, it's like absolutely not even close to being complete, man. How did you think in first approaching the code? Hey, what's happened? Kundan Kumar. I don't know how to solve this yet, so I'm thinking about it like right now. So how am I gonna solve it? Not sure yet, but here are some ideas that I have. So if the num, this one, the num has no question marks. So maybe what I'm gonna do is split the num in half. Let me put some indices. So this would be index 2 and 3, and then I'll take the sum. So they're both 5. That means Bob wins. There's no question marks, so we can't adjust anything. All right, if we got example 2, it's just 2, 5, question. So this is 7 sum, and this is who knows what sum. So if Alice and Bob have a turn here, then Alice just needs to get this sum higher than this target. Who's gonna win first? And it says Alice can always do that. The thing is with this is both Alice and Bob work on the next question mark in a string, no matter whether it's in their half. It doesn't explain that very well. Wait, what? It says they can choose any question mark though, not necessarily the next one. Yeah, they can choose any question mark. So they just need to play optimally. I'm not sure how to do that yet. All right, but in this one, because one of these, Alice can just put down, Alice plays first, right? Yeah, Alice starting first. So if Alice just puts down a 9 immediately, like there is nothing that Bob could put here to make them equal. So this is like, can we make one side bigger than the other or something? All right, let's take a look at another example. Maybe something will come to me soon. Example 3. Here's the number they give us. Because example 2, all the question marks were on one side. But example 3, we at least have question marks on both sides. Let's see how it's going to play out. So we split the thing right in the middle. Or wherever. So we have one question mark and what's that equal to? 14. And this other side, we got 3 question marks and sum equals to 5. So if I were Alice and I needed to play optimally, how do I do this? Wait, what are the invariance, assumptions, correct behavior? Total bill, what's happened? What are you talking about though? Invariance, assumptions, correct behavior. Well, there's a link to the question. It pretty much gives everything about the question there. What was I trying to do? I was trying to figure out how would I play this optimally. If I was Alice, I'm going first. What do I do? I don't know what I do, man. Replace this with a 9. So the sum would be 23 if I did that. And then now the difference between 23 and 5 is 18. So we just need to hit them All right, so if Bob plays next, Bob would play a 9 here. Is that a good play? I guess so. And then Alice would play something. It doesn't matter what Alice plays, because Alice can't make it bigger than this side. So Alice just needs one side to be bigger than the other side. All right, so let me think about, all right, here's what's going on in my mind. I'm thinking there's some relationship with the maximum sum that we can get per half, and once that maximum sum is out of range, I think Alice can win or something. So like this maximum sum would be, like right now it's 14, but the maximum would be 23, right? And this maximum sum would be like 999, which is 27 plus 5, 32. So right now, I guess if Alice puts this to the max, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think a little bit more. Thinking a Waluigi, what's happened? Hi, which AI model are you using? The Great Charles IX AI model for general purpose stuff. I use Fable as much as I can. Otherwise, I'm using like Opus 5. I don't use ChatGPT as much as I probably should these days. Fable has been doing all the work for me. Man, how am I gonna say 10 to the 5th? So you are vibe coder? Sure, I guess so, man. I'm a vibe coder. Are you a vibe coder? I don't have any good ideas for this problem. All right, let me try and break it down a little bit more. So this one, all right, 14 and 5. What's the difference? I guess 9. I have 1 question and 3 questions here. How am I gonna do that? No, I'm software developer. Very nice, very nice. And how do you play optimally, man? Alice is trying to max out one side. So if I was Alice, I would what would I do, man? Alright, they say Alice playing a 9 here is optimal, but what if Alice played like a 1 here? Then what would Bob do? So we have 6 and 14. Maybe Bob would make them equal. Bob would play a 9 here. No, an 8. And now they're equal. And Alice would play anything here, and Bob would just play whatever right there. Alice will always win if there are an odd number of questions because she will go last. Good observation. Unless there are 0 question marks. So if there's an even number of question marks, like this one, I'm trying to figure out, there must be some math that you can do, man. So we know this max is 23. So if Alice puts 1 here, I don't know, man. I don't know about this problem. Should I read a hints? Oh wait, hey, they said it's always an even number. Oh wait. This odd number of question marks, not num's length. Man. It can be proven that Bob will always win. How can we prove that, man? So 14, 1 question mark. So 23 and 32. So Alice wants to max out the bigger one first. Bob wants to make sure that the other half is within a 1-digit range. So if this one is 5, this one is 23, we gotta add 9 to get this one closer. So now it's Alice's turn. Alice can only... We're already in range. I think I'm gonna skip this problem, man. It's too hard. It's too hard for me. So 5 years later, I still can't solve this problem. Dang, I was real close here, though. I was trying some math. It looks, or something. And I gave up, it looks like. Fallen learns. Oh, Git channel. What's happened, man? Fallen learns. I'm struggling on the LeetCode daily. I don't know how to do it, man. I'm about to read a hint. Bob can always make the total sum of both sides equal in mod 9. Oh, I see. In mod 9. Does that mean mod 9 in the difference of mod 9? Why why does the difference between the number of question marks on the left? Alright, let's see. This is a tricky problem. I'm surprised I solved it in the way I did. Hey, Leeway, I had to look at the answers or the hints. I think the hints are giving me some ideas, but this problem is challenging for me, for sure. Like, nothing is really coming to mind. Nothing good, at least. But mod 9, so what they're trying to say is get the difference and see how many question marks. Get the difference in question marks. So I guess each question mark could potentially like cancel each other out. So if we get the difference in question marks and then we take like the difference, I see. Difference in sums, difference in question marks, and then we take the difference in sum mod 9 and see if that is within the question marks range or something. Let me try that. That's crazy. Alright, left sum, right sum. Should I just go through the whole thing? Alright, so if I is, let me see. So this is 8. 8, n is equal to 8 for here, and up to I equal 3. So 8 over 2 is 4. So I guess if I is less than n over 2, we're in the left side. Otherwise, right side. Left sum, right sum. Hey, which keyboard am I using? Can I have a link? Links to the keyboard or links to the problem? Here's a link to the problem. The keyboard that I use is called a Bubble 75. I don't think I got Aqua Kings right now, but they sound similar. Alright, here we go. So left sum, if it, alright, so if nums I is a question mark, let's copy this thing. Alright, so now the difference in Q's and the difference in sum is man, let me think. I don't know, man. Diff mod 9. Wait, what does that hint mean though, man? Bob can make and always make the total sum of both sides equal in mod 9. This is not live, right? This is live, man. We are live. It's the delay. We got delay? Maybe on YouTube. Or I guess depends on where you're watching from. I don't know. This doesn't make sense, whatever I'm doing, man. I think I'm about to give up, though. I'm about to give up because I don't even know what I'm doing. Where else am I live? Twitch, Kick? Mostly on Twitch. Only on Twitch, actually. I only stream on Twitch and YouTube. Alright, forget this problem, man. It's too hard for me. I'm gonna just read. ON, easy solution, they say. Man, look at all these hints. Easy, yeah, LeetCode. This problem is too hard for me. Look at this crazy ass equation. What does this even mean, man? What was that symbol? Never seen that symbol in my life. Hey, imagine you interview somebody and you ask them a question like this, and then they start to derive some equations like this and do shit like this, man. Every single step they're just, oh, and then therefore equation 1, we can derive this from that. And then it's like, yo, what the hell? You're hired right now. Anyways, this problem is not a great one for me. Hey, what's happened? Seem Hakak? Man, is the essay worth doing in 2026? I don't know, man. I guess that's up to you to decide. I know if you want a job at a big tech company, I think you gotta do it. If you don't want a job at a big tech company, then maybe it's optional. I think that's all there is to it. So, is that worth it to you? You decide. Could be, could not be. Alright, what we're gonna do now, man? We just tried the daily problem. Couldn't do it because it's too hard. I'm gonna do some AlgoBlazer, man. I gotta fix some things, but alright. I added some new problems in these things, so I'm just gonna work on them to finish up like the sliding window categories or whatever. Here we go. This should be easy-ish. Here's a problem I'm doing right now. Tightest k-valued spread. You're given an integer array nums and an integer k. Choose any k values from nums by position. So equal values may be chosen more than once if they appear more than once. The spread of a choice is the largest value minus its smallest value. Return the smallest spread achievable over all choices of k values. K is 1, answer is 0. Hyper, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Example 2, smallest is 2. Alright, so I'm just sorting and iterating over or something. We can do that, man. So I want the smallest thing. No scoped JFK2. What's happened, man? Long time. I hate my job, but I forgot about LeetCode entirely after 2 years. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean you're about to start doing LeetCode again after 2 years? LeetWhale says, the way I thought about this was that Alice has 2 strategies. She can place 9s on the left side and 0s on the right side to try and make the left side sum too great for Bob to ever make the right side equal. Or she can place 9s on the right side and 0s on the left side. Similar logic. Hey, LeetWhale, that's a good way to think about things, man. I think that's what I was trying to do, but then I don't know, I got distracted and just gave up. But I was trying to figure out what does optimal play look like for either person. I guess Bob's optimal play is different than Alice's optimal play, but what you describe is a good optimal play for Alice, I think. Did my first problem after 2 years, I forgot everything. Hey, I can promise you that it's a lot easier trying to relearn LeetCode or algorithms than it is learning it for the first time, man. Hungry hippo, welcome to the party. You lost me at the equations? Yeah, they lost me too, man. Alright, back to this easy problem. So I'm saying I'm just going to sort the nums, and then I'm iterate through I don't know, I equals what? Should I just start from k minus 1? Let me think about that. So if k is 1, then I want to start 0. Wait, what am I trying to do? Alright, if k is 2, I'm trying to start wait, I'm gonna figure this out. I just don't want to get an off by 1, so I gotta think about this. So let me sort them. 1, 4, 7, 9, yeah? And my starting point, I guess I want to start like here and then go I minus k plus 1 and get the diff between those two. ASCII art time? A little bit, yeah. So this right here, this would be k minus 2. No, k minus 1 as our starting point. And then I want to look back. I guess this point would be like I minus k minus 1 or I minus k plus 1. And I just get the diff there. So let me try that. So we start at k minus 1 and we go all the way to n. And then we take the diff from nums I and then nums I minus k plus 1. I'm gonna try that. Man, I gotta make these buttons different. Oh, wait, where do you source the problems from? Like, I know it's AI vibe coded, but is there an API or somewhere where the problems are streamed in? Also, love the color scheme. Hey, thank you. So the problems are sourced from a variety of places. LeetCode, Code Forces, Custom Problems, CSES, USACO, and the custom problems are like I have bots going out and reading like interview reports, and if anybody posts anything like, oh, at Meta they gave me this question in the online assessment and it went like this, blah 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 blah. Anytime somebody describes a problem, my agents will find it and it will turn it into a real problem and put it up on the website. And those things where it like tries to construct a problem from just an interview report, those problems are marked like beta problems, and I guess they'll stay in beta for like a month or so until people solve them and verify that they're good problems. So that's how I source the problems. And then sometimes people will just post in the interview reports like straight up, yeah, I had an on-site interview for Meta and I got LeetCode number 171 and this LeetCode problem. Like they'll just link the LeetCode exactly word for word and say this was the problem. And in those cases, I just import them from LeetCode directly without them being marked as beta because LeetCode already like tested them, I guess. Alright, there you go. That's how we get them. Do you think AI will replace software engineers? Man, in what time frame? In 1,000 years? Yes. In 2 years? No. In 100 years? Yes. In 5 years? Probably not completely. In 10 years, I think the role is gonna change a lot, but at the end of the day, I think software engineers are gonna be around for a while, because I don't know why. I just feel humans need to be in the loop, man. I don't have a good reason. I can't predict the future. I just have a feeling, man. After sorting, you just need to check consecutive k elements since they'll give the smallest spread. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I sorted and then I'm just iterating and checking like the ends of the window. This is in the sliding window section, so it's pretty much you're sliding a window of size k over the sorted array and checking the left end and the right end of the window. Their diff would be the biggest spread. Steven Sagiball, what's happening? Hey, whale is in the house. Wait, you can't just prompt an AI and expect good software. You need to have good fundamentals and good software architectural background. Yeah, I think this is the case today, but I don't know, man. AI has been going pretty hard lately. Like, if you had asked me 2 years ago if I think AI would be as good as it is today, I would have told you straight up, nah. It ain't happen. If you asked me 2 years ago, hey, would software engineers be writing code still? I'd be like, yeah, for sure we'd be writing code. But man, even like earlier this year, I think people stopped writing code. It feels like that. Everyone I talk to who's working at a big tech company or working anywhere, I don't think any of them write code anymore, man. But maybe I only talk to slackers and all the real productive people are out there still writing code by hand. I write code for LeetCode. Yeah, that's the only code I do, man, is for LeetCode. The only coding I do is for recreational fun, I guess you could say. It's just become like a dang video game writing the code. And this is my opinion. I don't really know if you guys' experience matches what I'm experiencing here, where like nobody writes code. It's all about your, I guess, the software engineering process or whatever, man. I think fundamentals are still good. The way you launch features, the way you test features, the way you roll things out, the way you roll back things when there's a problem. I think these are all things that AI doesn't do well today, and you still need a human in the loop. But I don't know how much longer it's gonna be like that. A few years at least. Makes me sad. Finally got my foot in the door, and now I'm a glorified AI babysitter. Hey, you got in at the right time, hungry hippo. You got your foot in the door. I think you're gonna be alright, hopefully. I'm so screwed. Why, Steven Sagiball? If an expert or motivated person embraces AI, he'll skyrocket his skills. I never thought I would be able to understand company earnings reports, knowing what EBITDA is. What? But yeah, I think AI yeah, in some ways it levels the playing fields for, I don't know what you'd say, someone's natural abilities is, or hard work is, I don't know. I think it's hard for me to say what I'm trying to say because I don't know what I'm trying to say. But somebody who trained their whole lives like on programming and they become such a great programmer now, it's like they're not that special anymore, man, because AI is crazy, you know. So that's why I'm saying like it kind of levels the playing field with like skill differences in some ways. I bought a house because of AI. Bumping. You're rich, man. You're rich with a house. You're saying you love Wingstop. I don't like Wingstop that much anymore because it's not near me. AI can take a normal person and enhance their abilities. Yeah, alright, let's see. Another sliding window. I'm not rich, I had to take a house loan. Hey, you own a house, man. You're rich in my eyes. Alright, longest subarray with two distinct values. Given an integer array nums, return the length of the longest contiguous subarray that contains at most two distinct values. Sliding window. We can do this. AI became my girlfriend. I suppose that's trending too, man. People developing relationships or getting into relationships with AI, man. This world's getting crazy. AI became my wife. AI does my taxes. Yeah, AI did my taxes this year. Robotic wives have always been a thing? What are you talking about, man? I don't know anybody married to a robot, Q. AI does my style. AI does a lot for everyone, I think, these days. Alright, what we're doing here, I need some type of hash map. Man, even though I got a space heater, it's still cold. What am I doing? I'm iterating. Wait, what am I doing? sliding window. This is my sliding window. So at my right pointer, I take that number and I process it. How do I process that number? I increment the frequency of that number. And then you can say maybe while my map is greater than 2 elements, then I want to shrink my map. So I process my left element, which means, oh, this is not nums I, that's nums R. This is nums L. I decrement the count of L, increase L, and I'm gonna say, no, wait. Before I increase L, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if the count of that is 0, then I need to erase it from my map. Otherwise, it's still going to contribute to size, even if its count is 0. So I just erase it. This is a little bootleg using a hash map like this, but it's what I'm used to. Some people like to use multi-sets or multi-maps or whatever. I always find the syntax a little bit confusing, so I do this bootleg stuff. Not super efficient, but it works. So now after this while loop runs, it is guaranteed that the window has only 2 distinct values in it. So we can say the answer is just that. So longest thing with 2 sides, this should be right, I hope. Should I send it? Man, I gotta fix a lot of things with this UI. Easy work, 1 shot. You use AI? Oh yeah, I haven't coded, besides LeetCode, I don't think I've written like actual code in maybe about a year, or maybe longer than a year, or just about a year, man. It's been that long. I'm okay with our AI overlords as long as they give me a good place to stay in my human zoo. Yeah, I guess we don't have a choice. It's not like it's not like if we weren't okay with our AI overlords. Like, what can we do, man? We're gonna have to start a revolution or something. Alright, one more problem in the sliding window set. Here's a problem I'm about to do. It's maximum sum of a distinct window. Some of these problems may be a little bit too repetitive in the sliding window section. We'll have to change up some things maybe. I'm gonna give Howling a interview on stream. Yeah, if he wants one, I'd give it to him. Is he asking for one? What's up? Seeing what AI can do now, give a few decades, I'm not so sure we can rise up against them. Hey, that's why we gotta do it right now, man. I mean, you read the code AI does to verify it. Wait. So technically you're writing code in that sense. Wait, Hyper, what are you saying, man? Are you suggesting that I should read the code that AI produces? That's crazy. Do people read that? I know I don't read it, man. I think people pretend like they read it. I don't think many people read that shit. What AI tools and what AI agents do you use, and which IDE do you use? I'm like a Claude Code kind of guy, and I use Fable as much as I can, or How do you spell it? Fable. But I also have Codex. I have like the $20 Chat GPT. I have Gemini. I use Gemini for general knowledge questions. I use Claude for coding and software engineering stuff. And I have Claude Max 200, so I run that like all day, every day. And I have my Codex, the $20 plan, and I hardly use that, man. I should probably use that a bit more. I used to use it a lot more before Fable came out. But man, I haven't really had anything that Fable can't handle for me. So, which other AI tools do I use? I don't use anything crazy, man. I actually don't use anything crazy at all. He said he'd be down. Wait, not right now. I gotta prepare if I'm interviewing somebody. But he thinks he'd disappoint you because the LeetCode legend Steven is in your chat. Nah. How's he gonna disappoint me, man? When I got zero expectations for anybody. I really thought they read the code AI generates. Mind blown. Hey, Hyper, I'm sure some people probably do. But based on what I've been hearing from my friends at Google or wherever, Meta, it sounds like people ain't reading that shit, man. Chat has good LeetCoders. Hey, whoever's in my chat is all the good LeetCoders probably in his chat too, man. Leet Whale's in there. Yo, it's really cold. I don't know how much longer I can stream. Freezing. Alright, let me solve this problem though. Usually I have to wear a hoodie or something, but today I'm in a t-shirt. You're given an integer array nums and an integer k. Consider every contiguous window of nums that has a length exactly k. A window qualifies when all k of its elements are distinct. Return the maximum sum among all qualifying windows. If no window of length k has all distinct elements, return 0. Alright, I can do this problem for sure. How's it freezing in the summer? Hey, that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. It's hot outside, but it's freezing in my basement. And I asked AI, actually, and the AI told me it's perfectly normal for your basement to feel really cold in the summertime. Should I go to Europe? Meet a Norwegian goth girl wife? I don't know if you can handle a goth girl wife, Steven Sagiball. You think you can handle one of those? That might be too much. Goth guy wife? Hey, whatever you need, man. Basements are usually 20 degrees colder than outside. 20 degrees. Wait, you should try Orco. You can use Claude on it, and it's pretty good for running AI agents and handling coding tasks since you already use Claude. I think you'll like it. I haven't heard of Orco. I'll check it out. Thank you. Alright. So for this problem, slide a window of size k and keep some type of unordered map. It's like the same thing as the one we just did. Same junk. So process the right pointer number, which means I'm adding that number into our map. I'm gonna say it's window size k. So I'm gonna say if r minus l plus 1, that's the window size, right? If that's greater than k, then we need to shrink the window. And we do it by this same pattern. So if this is equal to 0, I erase that number and then increment that. So now I check. This is the window size. So if we're equal to k, and the size of our hash map is equal to our window size, r minus l plus 1, that means that window has all distinct values, and I need the sum as well. Let me see what the constraints are. So 10 to the 5th, I don't think. Will that overflow, man? That will overflow. So I'm gonna use a long. So I guess I'm adding nums r and I'm subtracting nums r here. And then here it's like ants is the max of those things. Alright, I gotta hide the dang chat window to hit the submit button. Hold up, I got problems, man. I'm gonna get 10. I don't have basements in Florida. Oh, you're in Florida? I used to live in Florida, man. I used to live in the 954. Are you going to partake in the advent of code this year? Hey, I might. I always try to participate, man. I don't really get too far. Where haven't I lived? I haven't lived so many places. Why not? Why no basements in Florida? Because all of South Florida is literally over a swamp called the Everglades. And if you dig too deep, which is what you gotta do when you want a basement, you're gonna be in swamp water and you can't build a basement in the water. That's why Florida doesn't have any basements. Alright, where's my bug, man? It's greater than k. Oh, I put minus r. It should be minus l. Come on. Alright, there we go. Easy work. Alright, I think those are the 2 new problems in that thing. Alright, what else? Hold up. Hold up. My bad. I run an IT and marketing company in the UAE, and I move almost all of our work to AI. I basically have a full AI team working with me now. Hey, that's crazy. Do you like the basement life or non-basement life, since you've experienced both? I like having a basement, man. I like the feeling of being underground. I like that there's no windows. I like that it's a little cold. I don't know. And I like that basements are not usually, like, I don't know how to say, man. If you got a house with a basement that was equal square foot to a house without a basement, I feel like the house with the basement would be cheaper than the house without the basement. Like the square footage that you get from the basement is worth a lot less when you're renting or buying or whatever than it is if it was like not the basement. So I don't care where the square footage comes from. I just like having lots of square footage. So I'll take cheap basement square footage in that case. Anyways, what we're gonna do now, man. I'm gonna do. There's 2 new problems in the binary search section. Should I just do them real quick? Real quick. You're given an integer lower bound index. You're given an integer array nums of distinct values in sorted ascending order. Return an integer target. And an integer target. Return the first index whose value is greater than or equal to target. I'm gonna just use the lower bounds, man. What if every value is smaller, then return nums.length. Alright, let's see. Any internships in the US? Hey, I'm sure there's probably tens of thousands of internships in the US. I don't have one though. What? What are they talking about? Oh, they want the index. I would trade most of my square footage for an Olympic-sized swimming pool. What? You like swimming that much, Q? Q has rich taste? Yeah. Super ballin', man. Alright, easy problem. Lower bound. Alright, rotated minimum. Rotated array minimum. You are given an integer array nums of unique values that was sorted in ascending order and then rotated between 1 and n times. N times restore the original. Didn't I do this already? Rotating once moves the last element to the front. For example, blah blah blah, rotated 4 times gives you. Man, I swear we've done this one. Return the minimum elements of nums. I'm gonna do it anyways. I love swimming. My favorite activity outside of the house. Hey, I used to be on a swim team when I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. And I went to one swimming competition, man. And then I quit after that competition because I didn't want to wear those dang Speedo things, those briefs to go swimming at competitions, man. I was like, no way I'm wearing that, man. I'm gonna quit. And then I hear like in high school you gotta like shave your legs and shave your body hair to be competitive. Anyways, can't believe Q is rank 1. Q's been working hard. What do you mean you can't believe that? Alright, here we go. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. So it's rotated at some point. So when we choose a midpoint, if that midpoint is greater than the first element, we're in the left side, right? If the midpoint is smaller than the first element, we're in the right side. But if it's not even rotated, So if nums n minus 1 is greater than nums 0, it's not even rotated. I'm gonna just return nums 0. Like in this case. I am Samir here. Gotta be aerodynamic. More like hydrodynamic, man. Talking about aero in the water. Come on now. Hey, I thought you were a mechanical engineer, Samir. Talking about aerodynamic. I did slider with no problems. I swapped some problems out. There's like that weird down decrease increase in the sliding windows. I took that one out and I added some different ones. Hey, what's happened, Samir? You used to be on the swim team, man. Left pointer, right pointer. I'm gonna say less than equal to, my midpoint is this formula that I write like this so I don't overflow. And then here's a check. I'm trying to check if this midpoint is greater than our beginning num 0. It means we're still in the big part and we gotta go more right. So I'm bring up my left pointer. Otherwise, if the midpoint is less than equal to num 0, then this is probably a good number to put as our best. And then I'll bring the right point down. Right? Is that it? Hopefully. Come on, man. 2-1. How did that not work, man? Alright. Let me think. Hold on. I'm gonna think about this test case in a bit. Both air and water were considered fluids in my fluid mechanics class. Hey, that's true. But that's air and water are considered fluids. But I think aero is considered air. And hydro is considered watery or something. But fluids could be both. I sent you a screenshot of my game a week ago and you left me on red? You didn't send no screenshots, man. Let me see them. Don't out I don't remember anything from mechanical engineering, man. Alright, let me figure out what's going on. So I put let's step through this. 2 and 1. So our midpoint, oops. So that's L and that's R. So our midpoint is gonna be 0. Oh, I know why. Ah, shit. This should be greater than, and this should be just less than. Check Discord. Still wrong. Oh, and then if it's just a single number, then I just return that number, maybe. Or I could just set best to num 0. Anyways, let me. No, I can't check Discord. I can't check. on this computer. I don't have it. It's too much work. Alright, what now? What now? Alright, let's see. Should I finish up stacks and queues? That's what we were working on last. There's a new problem here. Ooh, leap whale. When you click on a solution in your profile and then click the X, it doesn't work. But it works now. Alright, so maybe there's still something wrong. I'll just make a note of that. SM123. What's happening? Are you retired? I'm not retired, man. Or still, I'm not working at Google either. What's up? How's life? I left Google in November of last year. And I moved to Canada. And my money is running out, man. I gotta figure out how to make money real soon. Can you use your phone to check? Man, let me check just for you, Steven Sagiball. What am I looking at? Looks interesting. He sent me a screenshot. It looks like some grandma's living room, man. Anyways. You should share the screenshots with the rest of chat. Oh, Leet Whale. I know how to reproduce the bug. You have to click on your submission, then click on the problem title. The submission remains on the screen, and clicking X doesn't work. Hey, thank you very much. I'll add that to the agent's work list. The agent's been busy, man. You wanna see my GitHubs? Hold up. I gotta work on, wait, can I show you this? I'm not supposed to show you that. I gotta work on AlgoBlazer soon. Hey, look at how many contributions I've got this year. This is all 2026, basically. And then look at how many contributions I've had every other year. It's like insane, you know? It's zero. Alright, this was, I don't know, I had some of that year. I got hired at Google in 2021. And I was working at a startup in 2020. Like 50, 60 hours a week working. Like I've never even come close to like hitting 6,600 contributions. How many contributions of that was AI? 100,000% of that was AI, man. I didn't write a single line this year. Everything's AI. My highest day is 271 contributions in a single day, and that was just 2 days ago. This work was done when I was adding C# to AlgoBlazer. That's how I got 271 contributions, man. Simon's the reason that GitHub keeps going down. Maybe. And then this is all these 6,000 whatever in the last 8 months, but with 3 of those months I ain't doing shit because I was on vacation. So this AI stuff is really bumping, man. I just vibe code all day, every day. That's like my full-time job. And I feel I gotta work on AlgoBlazer soon, but I kind of left it hanging a bit. Let me do my daily challenge at least. I left it hanging because I feel I've been spending too much time on AlgoBlazer and not on AlgoBlazer. So I think I gotta make like one day out the week an algo or a TypeBlazer day. But I'm gonna get back on TypeBlazer one day, man. Anyways, 9:45 contest starts. LeetCode contest starts in 44 minutes. I used to say the LeetCode contest is probably one of the best ways to gauge your readiness for a software engineering interview. But these days in 2026, is it still true? I think it's a decent check still. Like, if you can solve 3 problems on a contest, it means you got a real good chance at passing a technical interview. If you can only solve 2, it means you got a chance, but maybe you need some luck. But the contest is great to like simulate the pressure and stuff. Depending on the problems, that could be tough. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, recently they've been a bit hard, but I think if you take the contest consistently and you find yourself like solving 3 problems consistently, you are pretty good. I can't even solve anything recently, man. I've been just getting 2 mainly. It's good to practice under time pressure, but the rankings are bogus. Yeah, I'd say don't pay attention to the rankings. Overthinker NG, what's happened? Don't pay attention to the rankings, because lots of people are using LLMs and AI to do those contests. But if you can solve 3 of the 4, I think you're in great shape. New here, hey, welcome. On this stream, we basically just do algorithms, data structures and algorithms. I would say it's a LeetCode stream mostly, but now we do a lot of AlgoBlazer, which is just like LeetCode. So I'm gonna say this is more of a data structure algorithm stream. What do you think about software engineering hiring in the future? I don't know. I think I'm excited to see how it unfolds, man. I don't know. I can't really predict what's gonna happen in the future. I think agentic structured software engineering would be preferred. Yeah. I don't know how. I think the AI stuff is moving so fast, it's gonna be really difficult to build some type of structured interview around it at the pace that it's traveling, man. We're gonna have to wait till it settles down, because by the time you create a dang interview loop, the dang agents already made your loop obsolete, you know. The great Charles the Ninth, what's happened? I feel like LeetCode just use AI to make questions. Perhaps. I think LeetCode sources their questions the same way that everyone else gets them, is from people posting questions or reporting questions in the discuss. I wish I could do that, man. Your life sounds awesome. Vibe code, awesome. Projects. Hey, you can do it. You just gotta quit your job and be okay with burning through every single dollar you saved. I'm okay with that. You're excited to see us unemployed? No, I'm excited to see how things are gonna change. Are you upskilling yourself learning machine learning? Nah, I don't know anything about machine learning, man. I don't know machine learning. I'm not trying to be a machine learner. No real tech company use AI generated code, to be honest. AI code nothing more than a novelty. Haha. Is that haha because you told us a joke? That's a crazy take. You are training the AI at your job that will make us unemployed. Yeah, Steven Sagatball, you're the one training it, man. All right, let's see. Stacks and queues. This third question. Real tech companies are definitely... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Leetwell. That must have been a joke because he put the haha at the end. That's not true. I work at Fang. My company is super pilled with AI. If you ain't using AI, then you're queued for a layoff. Yeah, that's how it was at Google. When I left, this was like around October, November last year. They had a full-on vibe coding week where they had like it was like expert vibe coders come in and try and give talks to everyone about how to be a vibe coder, man. It was insane. And like everyone was trying to figure out how to do some AI things with their org, and anyone who said anything AI in their OKRs or whatever, they were like getting mad brownie points. Simon's using our code to train his private LLM secretly. Man, what would I do with my own LLM? Raul, what's happened? How are you doing? I also work at Fang. We're canning any dev that relies on AI generated code. Haha, was that a joke too? We got jokes, Charles. Yeah. If I bring up that AI hallucinates, my manager gets offended. Snap. Interesting. Burn churn, or I don't know how I'm supposed to say your name. What's happening? Wait, there's a Fang that's firing people for using AI code? That sounds insane, man. What Fang are you at? Alright, what's Fang? Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google? Of those companies, Facebook for sure, everybody's using AI. Amazon for sure, everybody's using AI. Google for sure, everybody's using AI. Netflix using AI? Who knows? I don't know anyone at Netflix that I've talked to recently. Apple using AI for everything? I don't know about Apple either. So my guess is the great Charles IX must be at Apple, because who knows? I don't know what Apple people are doing. I actually don't know many people working at Apple, except oh, somebody in this chat just got a director job at Apple, man. Was it Hepta? Maybe. Anyways, Fang is old acronym. OnlyFans. Am I cooked if I have 50k in Pokemon? Nah, you'll be alright. Alright, let me read. You maintain a list of integers that starts empty. You are given an array of strings operations where operations I is the ith operation to apply to the list. Each operation is one of the following. What? Isn't this the same as some other problem? An integer x as a string, append x to the list, plus append plus of the last append the sum of the last two values in the list. D, append double the last value. And C, remove the last value from the list. Apply all operations in order and return the sum of every value remaining in the list. All operations are guaranteed to be valid. Plus only appears when the list has at least two values, and C and D only appear when it has at least one. The final answer and every value ever appended fit in a 32-bit integer. How to use AI? Well, I'm afraid of using it because if I'll not use my brain, so I restrict myself to use it. Man, I don't know how to use it well. I just tell it to do everything I want. I guess I use my brain to still think about some things, man. I guess you think about the features, how they should work end to end. You think about edge cases that the AI might not consider, or situations that might give weird results, and you tell the AI to look into it. I also solve LeetCodes to exercise my brain or do data structures algorithms. So I don't know how to use AI in that sense to prevent like brain rots. Thiago, what's happening, man? Welcome. Wait, Pokemon has had the best gains for me. Sold something for 2K I bought for 500 5 months ago. Bumping. Hey, I think you're doing good with the Pokemons, man. I don't think I would do it because I'm not in tune with Pokemon. But if you know all about the Pokemons, man, go for it. I would probably not put all my net worth in there, but seems like you're doing all right. My friend work at startup and they vibe coded their products. Now they are being sued because their app leaked customer data. Haha. Very nice story, man. OpenAI, Netflix, LinkedIn, Y Combinator, Facebook, Anthropic, Nvidia, SpaceX, OnlyFans. Thank you for the acronym explanation. I bought for Pokemon. Every drop you make like 2K. Hey, SM, you gotta tell me more. So you just use a bot to buy them as they go online? Like, where do you buy them from online? Certain stores? Or is it like you have to buy them from Nintendo or what? Please don't leak our data. Hey, I try not to, man. I try not to. Target, Walmart, Pokemon Center. Scalping his ass. Hey, what's happening? Harvenius. Hey, I don't know. I guess scalpers are not very well liked, but I don't think it's a problem, man. I think it is what it is. 40-olds need to make money from kids cards game. Nah, it's not any card game though. It's like Pokemon. I think scalping is a thing because people, I don't know who's to blame. Do you blame the scalpers? Do you blame the companies that make the products? Do you blame, I don't know, man. I think it's just a natural part of the ecosystem. I hate concert ticket scalpers. Yeah, I don't like scalpers, man, but I can see why someone would do it. People trying to make money. I used to build sneaker bots for sellers. Oh yeah, I built all types of bots as well. Scalper bots. Have I built a scalper bot before? I don't think I have. But I know a lot of people used to build them in my circles. Pokemon ETBs make you a lot basis. Spend $60 and you can make double from what is a ETBs? I started bot so I can open packs for free, and then the money was also there, so I just took it and used it to pay for expense. Hey SM, I say keep on keeping on, man, but maybe don't tell everybody you're a scalper. You're gonna get a lot of hate your way. Interesting. I increased my reading speed by 50% using AI. What does that mean? It's a box that has cards in it. Basically, you can't find Pokemon if you walk into a shop anymore, or at least rare. Yeah, I bought some Pokemon cards today at a thrift store. I don't even know what Pokemon cards are good. Some old ass cards. I bought it for $5. Should I go get them? Go get them? Hey, no condom, Chris. What's happening? I don't take contests, man. I'm too scared. Hey, I'll go get them right now. You guys want to see? Tell me if I wasted my money. Pack oomph? Nah, we don't have a pack. It was already like loose packs. Do the contest on an alt? I don't know, man. Did you do Pokemon in your childhood? Did I do Pokemon? What the heck? Yeah, I played Pokemon, man. I played Pokemon Red, Blue, whatever. I had some cards. I had a holographic Gyarados, man. I don't know where it's at. I had it laminated too. Pokemon was my first game I got addicted to. Nah, I think I was addicted to games before Pokemon. Did you have relations with Pokemon in your youth? Yeah, I guess I had great relations with all the Pokemon. Man, alright. I was supposed to do this problem, man. But Steven Sagaball wants to see my Pokemon cards that I bought from the thrift store. Any Yu-Gi-Oh? Man, Yu-Gi-Oh is whack. People actually like Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, man. I just know when I was in high school, all the Yu-Gi-Oh kids were... I don't know how to say, man. Interesting. I knew this one kid. Wait, by the way, why PH color palette for your website? Is it? I don't know. The AIs must like that color. Alright, I got my Pokemon cards right here. Hold up. Alright, here we go. I don't even know if these are real. This boss just got his Pokemon cards delivered. Yeah, my wife brought them down for me, man. Full screen? Alright. I guess... Man, there's so many though. And it's all junk. You gotta tell me which ones are good. Alright, this one. How do I make it focus? Volbeat? Is this even a Pokemon? Did I buy some bootleg Pokemon, man? Is that a real Pokemon? I've never even heard of it. 1 mil? Yeah, right. Like, this doesn't even look like a Pokemon, man. What is this? This looks like a Temu Pokemon for real. Is this real, man? What the hell is that? I got some energy cards. Nobody cares about energies, right? Should I be wearing gloves? I don't care about these. Look, I got a Weedle. This is a real Pokemon. Where's the middle at? There's a Weedle. Alright, I don't have time. I'm just gonna... I think, like, no more holographic ones. Hey, some of these pictures look like they're really Temu style, man. Like, look at this thing. It looks like somebody took a picture and photoshopped a fake Pokemon in there. Any full arts? What's a full art, man? Man, I've been scammed. Yeah, $5. It's like 5 Canadian bucks, man. Are these fake ass Pokemon? That's what we like. Look at this thing. What is this? Looks real fake. Like, rip one in half. All right, they all look really bad. No. I'm gonna rip an energy in half, man. No, my wife says no. Anyways, I don't see any. Oh, look, there's a shiny one right here. What's this? Can't even read that, man. What is that? Hey, who's... Hey, my bad. YouTube. YouTube is like talking to me about real things, man. We're out here talking about Pokemon. I'm gonna switch back. Hold up. Hey, someone from India. What's happening? I'm B-Tech first year from India. Can anyone guide me where to start coding DSA and which channel is good for coding? Hey, you gotta start learning how to code before you do DSA. I don't know where people go to learn things these days. Anyways, I think I gotta go. Clearly we're not doing any LeetCode right now. Hey, hopefully good. What's happening? B-Tech, you're supposed to say this channel, is this channel good for coding, man? Hey, someone from India. I code 3 times a week if you're into coding, but I do like data structures and algorithms. I don't think my content is super beginner friendly, but I'm willing to explain whatever I'm doing if I'm doing some coding to anyone, whether you're a beginner or an expert, you know. If I buy you some packs, will you open on stream? Yeah. Hey, I have some Japanese Pokemons too, man. But I don't know where they're at. Not in these weird cards that we bought from the thrift store, though. Japanese cards are better quality. Yeah, I have some Taiwan cards. I have some Japanese cards. But I didn't get any Pokemon that I know, man. What keyboard do you use? It's a Bubble 75. You should open 151. It's the first 151. Thrift store. Are those cars from Temu? Hey, maybe. Hey, I go to the thrift store like once every week. It seems like. I like to buy all types of things from thrift stores, man. I buy a lot of my shirts recently, like designer from thrift stores. I buy furniture. I just bought, you know, see what I bought from the thrift store today? I just bought this table right here for 30 Canadian bucks for this table. It's a little circle table. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Hey, from India, what's your schedule? You solve problems so I could also join. I have my schedule on my site, midnightsimon.com. Table is haunted, you should have watched out. It's like $4 US, yeah. It's a nice, you want me to bring the table over here, man? Might have been easier to build yourself? No way. Hold up. Wait. So I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. But right now, streaming is coming to an end. Usually I'm like a little lazy on the weekend. Check out my table, man. Wait, what? This table was 30 Canadian bucks, man. Hefty table. Real heavy. You think I could build that myself, Q? Come on, man. Look at this table. What else did I get? Did I get this chair? Did I get this chair from the thrift store? Or did I get this one from dumpster diving, man? I don't remember. When I first moved here, I drove around on bulk trash day. I just picked up all the furniture that people put out to throw away, man. W dumpster dive, yeah. I've been dumpster diving since I went to college. I'm an expert dumpster diver, man. Anyways, I used to dumpster dive as a kid. I guess I still dumpster dive, man. Wait, as a carpenter, that table is cursed? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Anyways. What do you guys want to do? Should I just... Oh, you know what we should do right before the contest? Something that we haven't done in a long time. You guys ain't ready for it. What's the dang thing called, man? It's bomb party time. What do you do? A what on stream? Sure, why not? A Ouija? Alright, we're gonna do like 1 or 2 bomb parties and then I'm out of here, man. I gotta go fix AlgoBlazer. Wait, people on YouTube are confused at my channel because I'm joking around now. But let me tell you, everyone from YouTube, usually I do programming, man. Usually I'm solving data structures and algorithms. Hold up. But right now, we're just kind of joking around because the LeetCode contest starts in 15 minutes. I'm not going to take it, but a lot of people in the chat do take it. So I like to chill right before the contest so everybody can relax and have a good time and save all that brain juice for the contest. Can we market AlgoBlazer to the Indian audience? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Right now, AlgoBlazer are a little bit buggy, but I'm also working on this site called AlgoBlazer. It's under construction, but it's what I think LeetCode should be. But I think LeetCode sucks because in the 7 years that I've been LeetCoding, man, the only new feature that I've seen from LeetCode is dark mode, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe in 7 years that's the only thing they've added. That's crazy. Anyways, where's the bomb party at? You guys ready? Did I link it? What is their suite doing when we have AI? Yeah, man. What is LeetCode doing? All right, here we go. Bro say he wanted everyone to be relaxed and dropped an ad. I didn't drop any ads, man. That's Twitch. All right, we gotta focus. Hey, I didn't even join my own dang game, man. Yo. We gotta make AlgoBlazer, man. This game sucks. Yo. I didn't join the game. I'm just watching. Complete beginners. Yeah, I will not. I will do the contest on Monday. I haven't been doing them live recently. Hey, Mr. Love Pickle, what's happening? I got kicked off. Got a 403 and it disconnected. Dang. 403. I can't believe I didn't join, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the bomb explodes ever. All right, you guys gotta die, man. I'm not trying to watch you guys play without me. Should I make a new one? You guys having all the fun. Yeah. All right, I'm making a new one, man. All right, new room, my bad. Did you hear Pat is a pickleball champion? I have not heard that. Hey, I am Samir. Alright, everybody join. Don't forget to click the join game button. Just clicking the link alone is not good enough. You gotta click that join game button. This is a word game. You gotta be real fast with the words, man. Here we go. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. They say his serve is legendary. His wrists are some of the strongest they have ever seen for some reason. Oh, that's very good for Pat. You must know why his wrists are so strong. I've never played pickleball, but I played tennis on Monday. I'm too strong for tennis, man. Anytime I hit that ball, it flies out the court. Anyways, bomb game. So the way bomb game works is inside the bomb is a few characters and you gotta type a word with that inside the word. This is one of the most exciting games out there. Oh, whale messing up so early. That is crazy. Whale is one of the better bomb players out here. ATO. IT. Dang, Mr. Bean left. All right, after this, I gotta go, man. I'm so hungry right now. And I gotta fix some things on AlgoBlazer. All right, cut. That's a word already. What kind of word is that, Pat? It's a good word. ETR? Hey, Whale, why did it blow up so quick for you, man? What is happening over there, Whale? Wait, what? Somebody used that word already? That's crazy. What? Only got one life left. Oh man, PLE. Oh, SM. Still got 2 lives. Very good. Hey, technically this game could go on forever, right? If everybody just was really good. And you guys are fast. EO. I know one. I'm not about to say it though. I was gonna type neon if it came my way. Dang, SM is good at this. EC. Dang. Hey, Pat, what kind of word is that, man? What does that even mean? What? The heck does... I've never seen that word in my life. What the hell did I just type, man? Herb. Man, I was just typing it. And it blew up while I was typing it. Alright, I'm dead. There's only 4 people left. Pat, SM. Oh, 3 people left now. 2 lives each. This is crazy. SM is panicked. Oh, he got it. That's crazy. To be Willy? What? Want to see a dog I'm considering getting? Yeah, what kind of dog is it? What? Proctologist? Wiley? To be Willy? Wiley? I don't read much, Q. I don't know what them type of words mean. Gonna give coding round in Cisco on next month. Kind of scared. First company interview after 1 year gap. A solo sword. Just prepare. Prepare well, man. You say it's next month. Next month is real soon, so you better start grinding. You gotta start grinding. Wile Coyote. Oh, Wile Coyote. I do know that word a little bit. Wait, I haven't even watching the game because I was responding to YouTube chat. This is an intense game. I want to see if chat can guess a type. Pomeranian. Give us a hint. Big dog, small dog. Oh, you sent me the pic? I gotta check. Send me the pic. I don't see no pics, man. I don't even know what kind of dog that is. Hey, Pat is killing it, man. Pat just won. That's crazy. Pat is the bomb party master. Pat is who I learned this game from, so makes sense. Pat uses this game to avoid work? Yeah. Alright, that's all the bomb party I got in me, man. I gotta go. Pat is such a Chad. Do you see his face? I see it all the time. Did he? That's good. I'm trying to get on his level, man. Hello, brother. What's happened? Welcome. Alright, LeetCode contest starts in 4 minutes. I guess I'll take it on Monday. What? 3 minutes until the contest. I'm on here. What app is that? What app is what? Are you going back to corporate anytime soon? Hopefully not, no Colin Chris. I still got a good year and change left on my contract here where I'll be corporate-less. So I'll reevaluate in about a year's time. Yeah, my contract is to myself. A 2-year contract to just see if I can figure out how to escape the rat race, the corporate life. Anyways, I've been learning Spring Boot backend as a fresher, currently in the 3rd year of CS. Can you suggest if it's a good tech stack to start with, or should I go with something else? I don't know anything about Spring Boot, man, but I guess Java is very popular. I think it's a good place to start. I don't think your tech stack is very important in the beginning, because I feel whenever you get your first job, your tech stack is just going to be whatever that company's stack is. Are you married? I am married. You can retire in Cambodia whenever you want. I ain't going to Cambodia, man. Is LeetCode worth it today? I think it's worth it if you want a job at a big tech company. If you don't want to work at a big tech company, then I don't see the point. Hey, Nickel, what's that? Hey, why is everybody showing up now on YouTube, man? I gotta go. Nickel, welcome. I don't even want to retire yet, man. I think I haven't done anything with my life yet. I don't think I've accomplished any of my long-term goals. So we got a lot of things to do. 1 more minute to go, LeetCode contest. Learn Next.js, React, Tailwind, Shad, CN, Stack, because there's a... What? A Charles... The great Charles is in denial out there, man. This guy, you're so anti-AI, it's insane, man. You're anti, I mean, I get why some people are anti-AI because whatever, take our jobs, not good for environment, burn lots of energy. But you're like straight up in denial about how useful AI is. Should I also do SQL for sweet rolls? I think it's good to know the basics, but you don't have to be a SQL expert. I think it's very role dependent. Maybe if the role that you are going for is heavy on SQL, you need to prep for that, but I wouldn't like take time to learn a bunch of SQL for no reason. Must be a multi-millionaire? Nah, not even a single one. There is not a single successful app made by AI. Haha. Man, you type haha after everything. Anyways, I gotta go. The great Charles the Ninth. Hope you have a good day, man. We gotta find somebody to raid. It's gonna be Howling. We are in, yeah, no Con Chris. Post-intelligence era. I actually like that. We don't need intelligence anymore, man. You just need straight up grits and determination in 2026, man. That's what I really think. You don't need to be smart anymore. You don't need to know all these things. You just need to not give up and keep on keeping on. We'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. Wooly Debugger, No Condom Chris, Steven Sagiball, Q Ultimus, Leet Whale, SM123333, Vermeil, Adios Amigos, the great Charles the Ninth. You have a good night, man. Everybody else who's lurking, everybody from YouTube, have a good night. Glass Key, Ayush, Nickel from YouTube, someone from India, Solo Sword. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Fall and Learn, Spoon XOR. Thank you for tuning in also. You guys take care. I'll be back on Monday and we'll be doing AlgoBlazer, LeetCode contest, and that's about it. Good luck on the contest. Everyone's taking it. See you next time.